waiting for this to like become edited. Hey, just ate. Alas, just they beat you. You see, it happened. I saw it. Saw the whole thing. Dun dun dun. Okay. It's very important stuff. In my prepper, hello. JC Miller, Cross Blessed Outdoors, hello. Barking Dogs, hello. Oh, sorry. Hello, Boski. Happy Saturday to you as well. Hello, Carol. Just off the plane. Did you fly to Spain or something? Just off the plane to Spain. Anybody want a cracker? Going once. Grandkids are here. Who did I miss? Who did I miss? Hey, Frank. Did I say hi to you, Carol? Northern Nevada. Yeah. This is my favorite. I like this camel. This is my garage sale find of the century. I like this. I got all that freaking Velcro off of it. I like it better now. I left the deal for the patches. Hello, Brian. This, you have access to these kind of shirts when your daughter-in-law has a t-shirt shop. Just saying. Hey, Daniel. Okay. It's important. Who wants to know what's fixing to happen in my life that I'm excited about? Super excited, actually. Hey, Just Aid, you back? Nah, just new job. I'd be all sad and depressed and crap. Hey, C103. Nope. Spill the beans. Okay. Y'all ready for this? The dates are set. It is now etched in on paper, not stone, because I didn't want to get the chisel and stuff for the challenge. The had to wait for the front to go through and see whether or not it was going to be possible to do this without having to wait. So the date's right there. I could tell y'all the date right now, or I can make y'all wait. Suspense. I'm building suspense. I'm being suspenseful. Oh. Hello, Honey Creek Road. What is this? This is a live stream of a dude. Hey, I don't have on a camo hat. Have to work on that. I only have on 2 different flavors camo tonight. I usually got on 3 or 4 or 5. Wes, did you get up? Wes, dang it. Not the same person. Don't start any rumors. Rob, did you get the text message? Yes, I'm sure you did, Florida boy. Oops, opposite. My bad. What you catch? Did you get my text? Dude, I need to know. You didn't respond, so I don't know. Hey, Delaware. No, you can stay, Honey Creek. Just consider yourself a new friend or something. Just no foul language, no hating on anybody or anything like that. We all get along great. Hey, Music Well. I mean, that's basically the only rules in here. I mean, no talking ugly, no talking ugly to each other, no talking ugly about other people. I'm the only one allowed to say ugly things about people like Bill Clinton and Hulk and stuff like that. I'm the only one. That's about it. There'll probably be some. We get around. This is just basically a freestyle. Maybe is that what would it be? Off the cuff chat. I've got some stuff that I'm gonna cover real quick, and I'm finna call you, Rob, if you don't answer my question. Okay, I just read that. Okay, Rob, in case you're wondering, you have been accepted by our host as a bona fideable type person to go do this thing with me. All you have to do is say yes. And now that you know, would you like to know the dates? Everybody else wants to know the date. It's 11 days. We're only going to do 7. Okay. 7 from 11 leaves 4. 4 days. Well, it's going to take 2 to travel there. That gives us 2 days just to mess around on the San Antonio River. Dude, I'm just saying. You don't have to be there for all of them. You can like pick and choose, whatever. You know, I'm good with that. April 6th to the 14th. Let me pull the calendar up. The actual challenge. The dates of the challenge. The dates we will actually be challenging ourselves will be from the 6th through the 14th. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. The 7th through the 13th. We'll have from the 7th to the 13th to accomplish all these great and magnificent things. And then we don't have to leave until the end of the day, the 14th. We can leave when we want to. You see, that's it. We're going to do it the other week, the next week, but Easter. So, yeah. There. Now everybody knows the dates. Everybody knows the same thing I know. But is everybody ready for the premise? I think I did a video on the premise already, but I'll update everybody in the live stream. Please like, share, and subscribe. All the stuff I do on this for this particular, well, all of my stuff, but for this particular challenge, for the homesteading prepping community, this is going to be really big. We're going to a large homestead with a lot of wild country attached to it. I will be able to collect video on their homestead. I will be able to collect video on, collect video of foraging. I will be able to collect video of wild foods. I will be able to collect videos of trapping, of hunting, of all this stuff. If everything goes like I pray it will, there will be a lot of content, okay? But at the very least, if Rob says yes, Did you say yes or no, Rob? Anyway, um, you can call me if you can't make it. That's cool. But I gotta have somebody because I mean I'm taking on too much. There's no flipping way. I'll die of a heart attack. And I won't get half of it done, and I'll be dead. Now that's not going to be that just won't be any fun. So yeah, that's it. We've had to leave point A's and B's. Now we're down to point C. Point C, there will be supplies and equipment cached at our point C. When we arrive at point C, it is our job to get everything ready for the slower moving group that's coming behind us, for them to have a base camp, a place to work, for us to operate from, to start our gardening and this and blah, 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 blah. That's the deal. It's not going to be, okay, we're going to go out and prove that we can starve to death for 7 days. It's not that. We will each one of us will start the challenge with 6,000 calories. That's 2 days worth of calories. We're going to be there for 7 days. There will be no cheating. If we have to or whatever for health reasons, cheat, y'all will know about it. We're not going down there to, it's already been proven that if you don't have food or a lot of help or a lot of area and no rules, that you can't do wilderness living. That has been proven. You'll starve to death. Watch alone. Okay. So, I'm trying to find Happy Hairs. Do I have her phone number? Well, look at you. Yeah, I just told her I was all total boss, 100% boss mode on that. Don't let her shoot me. I'll be rude. Anyway, that's the hope is y'all have to wait and see what's going to be in the caches and what's going to be on our backs. Well, I'm going to show y'all what I'm carrying in with me. Truth in advertising. Hey, look at there. Thank you. What was I talking about? Oh, the stuff that I'm carrying in with me, there'll be videos showing all that. I don't know about Rob. Me and him are going to be on the phone after this is over with, I hope, setting up, because I've got to go to Rob's. Me and Rob got to do some stuff, and then I've got to highball it. I've got a middle to the end of this week, I will be driving to South Texas. It's 14 and a half, 15 hours round trip to where I'm going to be. So I've got to go down there. I've got to take 2 days to go down there just to plan our thing down there. because it's not something I'm familiar with. I spent when I was down there last time, I spent the entire time on, there was 1 acre there, 1 acre over here, and about 20 something acres. And that is just a small portion of what we're going to be working with. There's several hundred acres down there that we're going to be dumped off in the middle of. Okay. We'll set up a base camp where we can charge our stuff and this and everything else to prevent the temptation for major cheats. We're not going to, if at all humanly possible, we're going to set up and do everything as far away from the blacktop and the grid as we can. Don't even want the temptation to be there. Don't want the possibility to be there. So there are only horses on this property, horses and wild game. I would not. I'm just not going to rustle somebody's cattle. I don't care if it's unclaimed, unbranded, or whatever. Unless that thing snarling and got horns 10 foot long and no nothing. And I was told, hey, there's a rabid longhorn out there. If you see it, shoot it. It's not going to happen. Okay. So, yeah. The only thing on the menu is going to be invasive birds, escaped farm animals, hogs, and whatever's in the water. That's it. That's all we got. I mean, the turkeys will be out of season. The deer will be out of season. Nuisance animals will be on the menu. I said it is a homestead, so we got to remove nuisance animals. We need to remove nuisance animals. It's just the way it is.
Jay?
If it looks like an illegal immigrant cow, we just might have to put it on. I mean, call ICE on it because, well, that's just what a responsible citizen of the United States does. If they see an illegal immigrant cow, they call ICE because it's the American thing to do. Go to the Republic. Pretty much, except there, is a game warden that, well, there's actually more than one game warden in the county, and they have a gun, and they don't have to ask you to search your stuff. Game wardens are the authority. They don't need a search warrant. They don't need probable cause. You think FEMA's got some power? You ought to try messing with the game warden.
How about bullfrog?
Bullfrog? They sure don't want to get anywhere close to me. You can catch bullfrog on a fishing pole. You know that, right? Did y'all know that? Y'all didn't know that, did you? You can.
Are you paying for this torture? Yeah.
I'm of the gas, the food, the gear. It's all on me. I've got no sponsors. This is all on me. I'm going to work my butt off getting him some people up here in this part of the world to do stuff on. And I really am going to, what he knows how to do and what he shows how to do is super important. I do not look at YouTube as a way to get rich. I mean, I would be better served going and saying, welcome to Walmart. Here's your cart. Fill it up. Get out. But I mean, I'd make a lot more money. I can still wave at all those pretty girls and just stand around and look good. So, I mean, it pays more. Same job. So why not do that? And that's air conditioned. And plus I get a 10% discount, and then I would know when all the clearance stuff was, and I could get it. And I'm not going to do the $100 Walmart challenge because it's too easy. I went in there and I did it. I spent $75 and I got enough stuff to build me a flipping house. So yeah, no, that leaves me $25 for groceries for 7 days. I just, go get some Spam, leave it on the shelf for 15 years. And, good deal. So, yeah. This is going to be fun. I'm so excited. I would leave right now. I would stay down there until it was time to do it. It was up to me. I love doing this stuff. What we can teach, what Bob can teach people, what me and Rob know how to do, and what we can teach people via YouTube is why we're doing this. I click the monetize button on my videos so YouTube will put them out there. That's it. I try really hard when I'm doing the stuff, showing people how to do this and that and everything else, to make sure that there can't be a copyright strike, or there can't be a violation of the whatevers. So, this stuff needs to get out there. There's stuff coming down the pipe, people, and the more of us that have a clue how to do it, and the more of us that have a clue what we need to have before it gets here. I mean, y'all do realize that we are the fan, so when it hits the fan, it's already hit us, right? We don't have to wait for it to spray around. We are the fan. So, need to be ready so you can shake it off. Hey, Tina, let me see who all I've missed coming in. Didn't know Tina was in here. I think I said hi to David. No, I didn't say hi to David. And M. Dempsey, hello. M. Dempsey, David, JFM. Been chatting it up with Honey Creek here. I think I said hey to Delaware. Yeah, I said hey to Delaware. Sid's dad, I missed you. Hey, brother. He's up. He's in there. Hello, Mrs. All the best. That's what he said. And that's it. I think I got everybody else. If I missed you, it's nothing personal. I just yeah, people forget that the fan actually means us. Homesteading videos, there will be baby goat videos. Apparently there will be raising turkey videos. Stroke of luck, the youngest of the pullets that we had did not succumb to the pesticides, and they have started laying. We are back in egg production. We are not nearly at the number of birds we were before. We have no intention of getting back to that number of birds. We actually wound up like that because we turned ourselves into a chicken rescue. There are still a couple of the birds out there that came to us from rescues. But we're going to keep it on the down low. We're not going to take any more rescue birds and all that stuff. We're not putting ourselves in that kind of a bond again ever. We will do as many. I'm going to give you some homesteading advice right now. Don't get barred rock chickens or Dominickers. Or what was Maud? If it's black and white, chances are you don't want it. Black and white or gray and white? Huh?
They like to go broody.
They broody. That's all they want to lay for a month, set for a month. Lay for a month, set for a month. You get no egg production. They spend all their energy setting. They don't put any meat on them. Nothing like that. So yeah. If you want egg production reds, Rhode Island Reds, leghorns, white or brown, are really, really good. The what do they call them? Heritage breeds like the Dominickers and the Barred Rocks and stuff like that. They go broody, and you wind up with all these baby chickens that you have to keep going through. And I mean, wow, look, we got 15 roosters they've got to do something with, and it takes forever to eat all those chickens. Hey, bitty boo. Anyway, there was a few chicken rescues that went to Chicken and Dumplings, but I mean, people would bring us hens and we just can't deal with them anymore. Blah 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 blah. We had, I think we maxed out at 180 birds at one time, and then we were down to 150 when we got maced with the pesticide and watched all the adults quit laying and then they're away and die. We had to euthanize several of them because, I mean, they were sick. There's no avian vet anywhere, okay? Then we couldn't have afforded the vet bill for that anyway. And they don't go broody. You don't have problems with them going broody all the time. Jim Dempsey.
Our Barred Rocks didn't lay that well, but they were always broody.
Always broody and mean. They were broody and mean. Them and the Dominickers both. Whenever they were like the other chickens, they go broody. You just take the eggs out from them, no problem. But I mean, the Barred Rock, we had to fight. Barred Rocks and the Dominickers, we had to fight for every egg we got. Spanish, just FYI. Sorry, I answered your question for you. There's Spanish goats. I mean, we're not looking at show goats or anything else. So
we never
cooped ours up. The closest to cooping up we ever did was we kept the gate closed on them sometimes whenever the predators were real heavy. When we started losing birds out in the pasture, we'd keep them pinned up until we got rid of whatever it was that was taking them out in the pasture. I mean, our birds have they mow the grass on they probably range 3 or 4 acres on 3 or 4 acres. Yes, they bleed in Spanish. They go like that. Now the black Astrolops are good layers and stuff too. They kind of go broody, but they're okay. You can get them to quit. No, actually, you know what? That bobcat didn't get a single one of the Barred Rocks, come to think of it. But took out all the others. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. we're going to try to see how we're doing. What are we making? Eight or 10 eggs a day now. So they're about six to 10 eggs a day. So I mean, that's plenty for us, unless your offspring figures out that you have eggs again, and you go in there to make an omelet and you don't have any eggs. Not saying that would happen or that it happened the other day. I'm just saying that it could happen. Yes, we coop at night, and we let them run during the day. But when we let them run everywhere. We don't clip their wings. We want them to be able to escape. I actually have mostly what we have out here are birds that I've bred specifically for our environment. About half of them don't even sleep in the hen house. They don't want coop. They have excellent night vision, and they sleep in the tops of the trees. During the day, they go down and they lay in the hen house. Then they go back out. They run their little deal. They come in when I throw the scratch. Then they go back to sleep in the top of the trees. I have 3 little hens out there that when I start to feed, they're usually 200-300 foot from when I open the door. They hear me open the door, and they will literally clear the ground in 3 steps, and they will fly. They don't get high. They'll about 15, 16 feet off the ground, but they will fly to where I'm at to be fed. It's the coolest thing ever. So yeah, a chicken that lays and that can elude predators and with flight. That's what I'm working on. They don't lay large eggs. They lay a medium egg, but a medium egg in a bird that isn't going to get killed by the first fox that comes along is a pretty good deal. I'll show y'all a video of the ones that can fly. I'll see if I can get a video of them flying. That would be super cool. Like big quail. Hey, West Wind and Aaron. How goes is it? You still in here, Rob? Painless fisher person dude. Did he ever tell me what he caught? He's supposed to tell me what he caught. He's bragging about all that fishing stuff. And yeah, I actually like the golden sex links or whatever. I like those as a chicken. They're a medium-sized meat bird type thing, and they produce eggs pretty good. And we've never had one go broody. Your Easter eggers and stuff are real broody, and they're wild as March hare. So they want to go broody out in the pasture. They don't want to go broody in the hen house. So yeah, I'd literally have to hunt for your flipping colored eggs out in the pasture. And it's
Jay.
yeah.
Somebody said their family used to fight chickens
chickens
till they outlawed it. He wants to know what the weight is.
You know, a full-grown white leghorn rooster, he'll make a feller back up. I'm just saying. We had one named Billy Jack. That dude was crazy. Not us when I was growing up. The only reason for a pistol is to get to your long gun, to fight your way back to your long gun. Did you get you a new gun, Westwind, or somebody asking you questions? There are some people that keep the geese, but geese go quick. They're slow, and if you don't have a good guard dog, then you're not going to keep them around. Not out here. The temperature and the weather and stuff's okay for them, and we've considered it, except for the whole them chasing you around and biting you on the butt and stuff. I don't like that either. I used to raise fighting chickens for show. I never fought a chicken, but I took first at the fairs all the time with them. I had some good looking birds. My sister sold them all and got a pretty penty towards her college. Yeah, chicken fighting and dog fighting and stuff like that. Hey, Christy. But if people want to like fight people or whatever, that's okay. I mean, that's their business. But I never could wrap my head around putting two animals in a cage and watching them bloody each other. But that's just me. Yeah, I'd take out an ice cream cone in a heartbeat. I don't stand a chance. Anyway, Rob ain't in here no more. I don't know what he's doing. What's this? Yeah, this is the Little Field Code Enforcement people. We need to talk with Rob. No, this is West. I was looking for Robert, though.
You're online.
Hey, I thought that was Happy Hair Red. Yeah. I was like, this is the such and such code enforcement. I need to speak with Robert. And she's like, is this Robert? Well, no. That was too funny. Anyway, we're live. So I was talking to you and you weren't in here. So what's the deal? Oh, I didn't see that part. I never read the chat. Anyway, well, she's here. She was busy doing some other stuff. Hold on. I'm gonna put you on speaker and you tell everybody hi. Okay, you're on speaker. Say hi.
You're on?
Yeah,
hi,
you're on.
Hi, everybody.
So now I'm gonna take you off speaker. This just take a minute, guys. Anyway, I'll call you when this is over. and we'll see if we can knock all this out. Or did you catch those dates? Anyway, it's April 16th or 6th through 14th. What time? Okay, I'll try to remember. Okay. All right. Love you, brother. Yep, me too. Bye. Wish I was there. They're doing like stuff, like probably cleaning fish. Anyway, yeah. This is gonna be fun. It's like really looking forward to it. Does anybody have any serious questions about prepping and survival before we go off talking about elephants and little green men and the grays and reptilians and all that stuff? And Wayne from West Wind Survival hates geese and goats. No, sheep. He hates sheep. He hates sheep and geese. In case y'all don't know that about him. Yeah, see, doesn't Rooster brings spurs to a gunfight when he's messing with the missus. It never goes well. All right, Delaware, have a good one. Oh, well, he tolerates it. You have to tolerate sheep. I want to try some hair sheep, but I don't know. It's really expensive with Barbie does, and I'm not going there.
Christian, I need advance notice if you're going to open a can of meat tomorrow.
No, it was delicious, Christy. It was like there was nothing wrong with it at all. So, yeah.
I kind of got lost on the game plan for the South Texas. So you're going to go down ahead of another group for some homestead cleanup?
Okay. All right. I will try not to get off track again. LS. Seriously, I'll try really hard. So, what I'm going to do to prevent that from happening, I'm going to cover y'all up now. I can't see what y'all are saying, so don't say anything important and do not talk bad about me. Okay. The premise, scenario, if you will, is that, okay. See, I need a whiteboard for this part. If anybody wants to buy me a whiteboard, some dry erase markers and stuff, and not like this little bitty thing that you get from Walmart, I want a whiteboard. I'll be all like instructing you on stuff. Okay. You have redundancy. You know what that means? In planning, you should even have redundancy. Excuse me. You should have, let's see it real good. A plan A, a plan B, C, etc. on out. Okay. Meaning at least have these. Plan A is whatever it is for you. Okay. For most people, plan A is to bug in. You know, assume. Okay. And then they have, if something goes wrong with, they want to stay home. Something goes wrong with staying home, they go to plan B, which is to go to plan B, bug out, leave here, go to plan B, which is your bug out location, which is, if you're prudent, another home. 4 walls, a roof, a way to cook, a water well, water storage, something. Okay. a homestead, if you would. And then plan C is if this falls apart, you have a plan C. Your plan C can be so you can recover plan B, like if you get overrun with marauders or whatever, right? Our premise is that our plan B for our group has fallen apart. What if, for whatever reason, we had to go from plan A to plan B. And now from plan B, we're having to go to plan C. We hope to show what would be a minimum of what you would want at an emergency. Let's come to here, regroup, so we can do whatever. If it's to go back and take plan B, there's some groups that would have that capability. But if taking plan B, if there's 10 in your group and taking plan B gets you down to 8 in your group, is it worth taking plan B back? Okay. I mean, that's the deal. We're operating under the assumption that that the cost of taking plan B back or that plan B is completely toast. So we are making plan C, or we have to make plan C our new plan B. This is going to be our long term. We're going to have to stay here for an extended length of time. And we want to be able to show what needs to be there, what you can do with limited resources, what you can do to make a plan C situation a lot more like a plan B situation if you have the skills. That's what it is. Plan C will only provide the two of us 2 days worth of calories. We're going to be there for 7 days. In theory, there will be more food coming, and all we have to do is make it to where we can supplement the food that is coming with the rest of the group until we're able to reestablish and harvest and yada yada yada. That's the premise. There will be hunting, fishing, trapping, primitive skills, cheating. There will be cheating. Not cheating for prepping, but cheating for primitive skills. Ahead of time, there's a lot of weaving you don't have to do. There's a lot of double twists and stuff you don't have to do. There's a lot of tool making you don't have to do. There's a lot of stuff you don't have to do if you plan ahead and act on your plan. Having the plan down on paper is one thing. Actually acting on the plan, investing in the plan. Giving up a night out on the town once a month so you'll have the extra money to do the plan. So that in the event, and you could be throwing the money away. It could never happen. You may never need those caches. You may never need it. But I would a whole lot rather have it there and never need it than need it and it have never been there. Hey, Savage and Daniel, what's good? Exactly what Daniel said. Hobby Hunter, what are you asking about?
food ration buckets, what do you think about them?
I
don't know what food is.
those are those
The prepackaged
prepackaged ones.
ones?
I don't think they're worth the money. I mean, they're freeze dried food and they got a long shelf life or whatever. But if you're doing it on a budget, nah. Buy canned Spam, rice and beans. You're set. Spam lasts forever, evidently. And instant coffee, I found out today that instant coffee does not expire. If you keep it out of the sun in a cool, dry place, it will literally never expire. Only ate 1 foot, man. You're still getting around just fine. It was 1 little foot, okay? People need to know these things. I mean, I needed it for the recipe. That's good. Well, I don't know. What do you do for a living? If you're like in the entertainment industry, that's not good. If you're like in the like some law enforcement or something, boring is good. If you're like in the news industry, boring is good. If you're like in the safety industry, boring is good. Boring could be good. I'm just saying. See, if he wasn't lopsided, limping on the short leg where his foot used to be, they get him some of those little clippity clop deals like go on the crutches, and he could probably pick up the speed a little bit. He'd get around a little faster if he didn't have the other foot. If anybody's hungry, just saying. Well, now I have belly mushrooms. Dang it!
You carry it on one of your foot.
Yeah, you ain't got it on that 1 foot no more, do you? Explains why it was on buy one get one free. Bourbon don't go bad either, FYI. As long as the bottle don't get open. Wine, if properly stored, only gets better with age.
Earlier, Savage, when he came in, says, how do you protect your massive food store with a national emergency or martial law? When a national emergency or martial law has the power to confiscate it? And is it worth fighting for if the force is the government?
You network. You do not go it alone. You do not try to do this crap. Me and mine.
They may come looking like in Katrina for the guns, and there they even took pellet guns.
Yep, and that's the.
So if they came for food, I'm sure they're coming for everything they can find.
Yes, that's. If you don't want Savage to answer your question, I mean, I'm a single family household cannot hold off 6 armed military personnel or police personnel that are told to come get your stuff. Not indefinitely. They have a radio. They have access to backup. Okay. They have an up armored vehicle. They have fully automatic weapons. They have body armor. They have the ability to ruin your day. Even if you are able to fight off the first wave, the second wave will be bigger, meaner, and harder. You have if you think it's coming down to they're fixing to take all your stuff, I mean, leave bait stuff laying out, run out the back door, let them have it, and go to where your stuff is. And
he said he had his ideas.
I mean, don't Don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you put all your eggs in one basket and somebody comes by and cuts that strap on that basket, all your eggs are going to hit the floor and go to crap. Or if somebody comes by and grabs the basket, cuts your hand off, they're going to take off with your basket full of eggs. But if you've got eggs everywhere, stashed around, there you go. You're good to go. Don't stack all your canned Spam in one garage. Don't let people, you can network with people about prepping and helping each other out and having each other's backs and stuff like that without going, well, I got me 27 5-gallon buckets full of beans and another 100 full of rice. I got me a 100% guaranteed way to get me some fresh water. You don't have to tell people everything you got going on. It's none of their business. It's a need to know thing. And they need to know if you've got their back. You need to know if they've got your back. You need to know if, pancakes or whatever on SOS? If somebody sends out the pancake message, you know where to go get your waffle. You need to have a group that, hello, Kildare. You need people that have your back. Just because somebody has your back does not mean they need to know what's in your sock drawer. Okay? Don't put all your socks in one drawer. That might be a bad analogy because if you put them all over the place, you'd never be able to find your socks. But
Jay said, "Oh, I just had an idea. West show the government agency expired generic Spam cans. They would not want anything to do with it."
Rotate back to front. I'll leave the expired stuff out in the front. Yeah. I mean, this is why you network. This is why you get together with people that you know. And just because somebody is a cop doesn't mean you can't trust them. Just because somebody's an ex-con doesn't mean you can't trust them. Okay? You have to get to know the person based on that person and decide whether or not you can trust them to be to assist you. That's what it's called, a mutual assistance group. I prefer the mutual assistance network because the mutual assistance network implies that there are mutual assistance groups networking together. That makes it statewide or area-wide, nationwide, worldwide. That makes us organized and better able to defend our rights and our stuff. But the only way that works is if you're no longer this, me and mine. I've got to take care of my wife and my 14 babies and 2 7-pound chihuahuas or whatever. That's all that matters. You're not going to make it. You are, with that attitude, you're putting yourself, your 2 chihuahuas, and your baseball team all in jeopardy.
Daniel's out.
Night, Daniel. Hey, sorry about the foot.
Hey.
No, I'm not. Not really. I was playing. I have a cooking video on how to cook people's feet if y'all want to go check it out. It's actually pretty cool. I thought it was funny. Can't remember what started that thing. Whatever. Why were we trolling each other, Daniel? Daniel is cool. Daniel got his mug out. Josh, go check him out. Anybody else have any questions that's going to send me off on a tangent?
Just asked, what's the smallest survival? I don't know. I forgot. I have to look.
Just Aid said, what is the smallest?
It's way up there.
Way up there. Hey, Just Aid, retype your questions in case I can't find it. or something on that line.
I think it was small survival kit.
Yes, please. Smallest survival kit. I'm not finding it. He might have retracted it or something. He's got a lot of retracted messages up here. Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, what were you saying? Oh, dang. Okay. Yeah, just a. What was your question? What is the smallest survival kit you have? The smallest survival kit that I have is my EDC. Literally, it's what's in my pocket. I have deliberately made it to where I don't have to carry a survival kit on my person to do what I need to do. I have in my pocket a pocket knife. I have in my wallet fire tinder. All I need to do is find quartz or a chert of some kind and the right kind of tinder, and I can make flint and steel fire. If that fails, I have a knife. I can make the necessary things to do friction fire. I suck at it, but I can make an ember. I have looked into making a couple. I actually made a couple of Altoid tins. The actual full kit, the smallest kit I have, is my Scout kit, which the little gas mask bags or whatever, they make a perfect get home bag. And some of the little kits and stuff, I actually have one that I made around somewhere that I made a long forever ago. It's got a utility knife blade in it. I think it's got like 50 foot, a 25-pound test line. A few hooks. A micro big lighter. And I believe I had some caffeine pills and a few Band-Aids. No, I didn't have Band-Aids in there. What was it? That's some duct tape. That's some duct tape. Fold it up. And some aluminum foil. That's some aluminum foil. And what?
So it said, did you know I bought 2 kids' life straw water bottles and 2 hiker Thermarest hiker inflatable mats for less than $45 today? I bet you didn't.
Did you know I got 2 of those little filter kits at Walmart for $30, which is the cost of one? You went to Walmart, you found all that stuff on Kush, didn't you? I just wish they had the refills there, man. It would have been cool if they had the refills, but the refills on clearance. That would have been cool. I bought all of those puppies. But now all of us have the universal screw your life straw into your jug thingamajigger.
Kids' bottles were $30. The $7 and the mats were $40 to $13.
Wow.
Yeah, they had all kinds of them. So that was all I bought. I saved $250 in the past week.
Yeah, I got a $25 tin over there. I paid $13 for, and I got a $26 cooking set. I paid $13 for. I got a fishing pole right there is $10. I paid $5 for it. Ours ain't the best. All the really, really cheap clearance stuff. I didn't know they were doing that. There was a lot of empty shelves in the camping section at Walmart that had clearance tags on them. So they were really nice haversacks or rucksacks. I mean, I say really nice. They were regularly like $26, $27. They don't want clearance for $9. Now they had some of the rattier ones, the smaller ones. Not ratty, but more like a day pack than a decent sized pack. They had those. They had a couple of those in there that were $5 and $6. But I personally didn't have use for those. And if you don't have use for it, then it's not a bargain. So, Sergeant Smith, hello. How you been? Wow. And see, all the wicks and stuff for the lanterns that we own were already gone. They didn't have any of the camp fuel on sale. Why camping stuff? They're not getting rid of everything, but they're getting rid of a lot of the stuff that for what we do. Why are they doing that?
They're hoping the idiots will buy it up so that the people who actually know how to use it won't have any left in storage or warehouses anywhere. So we won't have it when we need it.
That's a possibility. You're really good at this tinfoil hat stuff. Yeah. You just made me think that I might need to run my happy butt to non-disclose down that direction. But
I don't know. The one we went to in Lubbock the other day didn't have diddly.
Well, it's true, but we just went to the one, and that was the one down where the people are going to be hitting the sales the hardest. Okay. We need to go over there to the uppy side, the uppity side. Well, that's a lot of driving just for that, though. Really, camping stuff, we're pretty set. I mean, there's, what do you call them, consumables that we need. We need filters and stuff like that. But that's true, Killdeer, but a lot of the stuff that says made in America is made by Mexico. So what's the difference?
Getting rid of the Ozark Trail brand.
They're getting rid of Ozark Trail. Man, Ozark Trail had some fairly decent. One of the most indestructible knives I have is the Ozark Trail. I have tried to tear that thing up.
We got rope on.
Oh yeah, we got whatever that was, Tractor Supply though.
Yeah, it was Tractor Supply.
We got some seriously heavy duty climbing rope today, and they bought it. I guess they bought it on bulk or whatever. And they just they didn't sell like they thought they would, so they're stuck with it. I mean, Tractor Supply people don't use rope. What am I looking for over here? I guess it's my phone making noises distracting me. Yeah, that's what it is. Anyway, we bought like crap ton of rope. So, yep. Let me think. Ozark Trail stuff that I have not been satisfied with. Can't come up with nothing. They're going to replace Ozark Trail with that Calamus stuff, aren't they? Which has been slowly happening already. I wonder if it has something to do with all the stuff going on with. I wonder if Ozark Trails or whatever lost their little contract, or they lost their little whatever. I wonder if they got to come up with some other body. Now, I would be upset if I found out that Ozark Trail was actually made by the factories run by the North Koreans in China, where the citizens are sent over there to work. I mean, China pays them $2 an hour, but they only get to keep 50 cents an hour. The rest of it goes directly to the North Korean government. That's a lot of crap. And people worried about slavery that happened 100 and whatever years ago here, when you got it's literally happening as we speak in China, but people aren't saying anything about it because they get to save $4 on a bottle of water, or not $4, 4 cents, 4 cents on a bottle of water, or instead of paying $3.75. No, you can get touch a t-shirt for $3.75 instead of paying $10 for a t-shirt. You can get it for $9.50. Yeah, I wish I had an alternative to Walmart. Walmart closed everything else down. We don't have any other choice. Yeah, send me a email, David.
I think he just needs to box up 10 random items and just ship it to everybody in the chat. That would work.
Yeah, that would work. Mrs. says just box up 10 of them items and ship about to random people in the chat right now. And then, nobody knows what they're going to get until they get them. And it'd be like Christmas. Like Christmas in June, because it'd take you a while to pack all that stuff up. Savage always in the market for some military surplus. BRB, guys. Hideout cookie? I thought he was nutritional.
I think he came back in.
going to be a problem. Dog.
Dog.
That can only need another dog when I throw it out. He didn't look too healthy. I didn't shoot him. I just dusted dirt behind him. Hey, Rooster.
David Kelly.
Yeah, I explained to him that this is not a new home. That was his one warning.
David Kelly.
Hey, David Kelly. Dogs had something in the trees. It was another dog. It's a downside to living in the country. People in town think, oh, we'll take that dog and put it out in the country. Somebody will take it in. No, we won't.
Bought a gas chamber as part of my preps today.
Yeah, straight. No telling how long I've been out there. I gotta look at it. It's some kind of catalog cross, but it's a short hair I actually looked, it was a black and white version of June, who's gray, or the silver, speckle silver and gray, blue healer or whatever. But it's been hungry a little while. So I wasn't looking for a place to call home. It's sneaking around hunting. Yeah, they could be one from over at the dairy. They don't feed not all those guys over there treat their dogs like their pets after they get big enough to where they pee in the floor. We've got the baby goats bleating and stuff out there, so we've got them pent up, but still. I hate it. Used to rescue dogs until some person trying to do good or whatever called and reported the health conditions of 2 dogs that I just rescued. I got in trouble. I was looking at $2,500 a piece in fines for rescuing dogs from starvation. So I don't do it anymore. I don't. When it becomes a social justice warrior thing or whatever, and they don't have a clue what they're doing, and they take out good people who are actually working at it, then I don't play anymore. Yeah, what else are we talking about? Wow, Bruce. What?
A Walker Hound will last much longer if he's slowly declining, but he's kind of old.
Oh.
It's cold now.
Gas chamber? Oh, dude, sorry.
Hot pie with biscuit, hot
I like those, actually. There's actually a bit of a trick to it. If you roll the biscuit dough out really, really thin and let it rise, and then give it a roll, let it go back down, and then put the filling or whatever on top of it. Do the same thing for the cover. It doesn't rise as much. It makes dumplings topping. You got a crust on the bottom with your pie filling, and then you got crust, dumplings, filling, dumplings, crust. I ain't nothing wrong with it. I like it. Mom used to make it. I haven't made one because my wife don't do dumplings. Remember, we discovered this last night that she's an alien. She's been body snatched by the pod peoples. It has been a bliss. It's been almost a year since we've had to deal with this. Dog. I hate that. I just hope it goes on down the road. Maybe it goes back to, or goes down there to that house by the horses. They take them in. Hey, Gretchen. Oh, that's. I was reading Savage's deal. Does that dog still talk to you, dude? Come on, Spot. We're gonna go to the vet. I'm gonna let him slit your eyeballs. What? I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go, boss. I'll be good. I'll quit looking at you funny. That's very bad humor. Yeah, Rich, that's like that oh boy. Says highway patrol behind him and he's speeding. He don't pull over for forever. Finally comes up on a roadblock and he has to shut it down. And highway patrol comes walking up the door. You know, they got guns pointed at the front of his vehicle, and highway patrolman walks up the side of the deal, got his hand on the gun and everything. Says, "Sir, I'm gonna need you to show me your hands." He said, and he puts his hands out the window. He says, "I've been following you for quite some time. I had my lights and everything on. That's why the roadblock. You mind telling me why you didn't feel like you needed to stop?" He said, "Well, officer, my wife left me for a highway patrolman a couple of years back. I thought you was him trying to bring her back." Nah, I love that joke. Yeah, highway patrolman don't think that crap was funny ever. I don't know why. I have no sense of humor at all. Hey, invite VJ. It's a good joke, though. If you can keep her clean enough. Night D-Day. Oh, it's been a while. I actually got on here late. I was on the phone and stuff, doing phone time. Plus, the stupid thing wouldn't let me set it up right. I don't know why it would do. All right, Killdeer. Thanks for stopping by. Be blessed. Okay, I'm gonna have to hide that one. That's a little.
One word bad joke.
Yeah. Good. Couldn't let that one slide, brother. You gotta go to my family. You gotta go to my family reunion. It's funny though. That's like the highway patrolman in the water melon and the bicycle and all that. That one's funny too, but not savage. Ooh. It stands right now. I'm having some real trouble with.
Where did you find that hat at, Wes? Did you?
No, who asked? I am sorry to inform Just Aid that they also sell these. Oh no, this is not a Tractor Supply hat. My bad. Never mind. Can't get that. This is from a uh, American company that sells Chinese stuff. It's the name of the place is called West Texas Home and Garden. They got them in green, denim, the tan, and brown. Yeah, you can get a brown one, the tan one, blue one, and a green one. I think they had a khaki too. Might have had a khaki. Can't remember. I got this one. This is like, I love this hat. I had a hat like this for forever. I used to wear it every time I went fishing, anything. When I wasn't working, I would take out the ball cap and I'd put this hat on. Or the hat like this one. Anyway, it went the way of my kids.
Like I said, I got here late, as you know. South Texas.
I will be there from the dadgummit, I wrote it down. That's why I wrote it down. 6th through the 14th. I will be sewed up tighter than all get out. But that's when the filming will be taking place. You in South Texas, Kelly? What part of South Texas? You told me once. I know you probably have, but run it by me again. That's right. I went to Google. I'm gonna write that down. It's really not far from where I'm gonna be.
Not really south, but
Well, I'm gonna look you up, or look up that deal. I may drive right past you. Hi, LS. She give me permission. The internet is horrible there.
You can't even hardly make a phone call.
Yeah. There's I would have to hike to my truck, get in my truck, and drive to a point where I got service to do a live stream. I can't do a live stream from the bottom of the river valley. Well, I can't do a live stream from the side of the river valley. So well, I got lucky in the Total Anarchy won out on the whatever you call it, my little, what do you call it when you ask questions and let people vote? Poll. Anyway, so don't have to fight zombies. I don't have to comment, and the voting. Machete wins out, just barely. Hey, Keith. West wins back. Machete over an axe. See, if I was going to where you're at, I'd take an axe and assault. But down here, I mean, that axe gonna hang up in the brush and it's gonna get you hurt. That's just all there is to it. A hatchet, yeah, you know, camping axe, tomahawk, something like that. Something held close in, you know, fine work, some chopping, some notching, stuff like that. Yeah. But axe, it's really not. You know, you'd basically just be using it for smashing dry lumber and breaking it into fire pit size chunks. That's all. I don't know what the Woodsman Pal is, Shallow. I don't do name brands. I really don't do gear. I'm never gonna get rich at this stuff because I don't push gear brands or whatever. Um, it's It all depends on where I'm at. There are places that I really want to act. You know, if I would want an axe in Pennsylvania, I would want an axe in Colorado. I would want to axe in, I would probably want to axe in Oklahoma. But an axe and a saw.
We don't have a lot of the hard big.
The machete that I use 90% of the time, I can go through a 3-inch mesquite limb with, I don't know, something on it. I can get through there in a couple of whacks. It's not, just got to make sure the machete's in operating order.
Woodman powered like a shorter machete with wicked fine winged hook.
Oh, no, if I have time to accomplish it, I've considered taking this one. If I can get it put together, which I've got plenty of time now. Either this one. These are both World War One surplus wealth machetes. This one they modified it, but I just think it'd be cool. I have a one I bought. It's called the American Machete. It's I've used that thing for everything since I've had that machete since Leland was 2, and I actually keep it in my truck most of the time as a tool. So you go to shaping a 2x4 or something to fit some kind of weird messed up angle where you're putting a valley in a house or something like that. You can get it done really flipping fast with that machete, and you got to do all this fancy laying out marking and stuff like that. It's a little kind of old school on the framing, but yeah, if it works, it's legal. If it works well, be proud of it. I haven't got to use it much since I put that big twink in the blade or whatever. The handle, I did tighten the handle up and the handle got loose again though. I haven't used it that much. But if I took the word escapes me, the scales off and glued everything, if I put some, what was that stuff they were talking about, Gorilla Glue or something, liquid nails or something there, screwed it back down tight and put some Loctite on the threads, I don't think that'd give me any trouble. It's just, it's a soft stainless steel, so it's not going to hold an edge real well. And like when I hit that, got that bad smack on that knot on that one limb, it bent the blade a little bit, the edge. How's yours holding up?
LS is out.
Good night, LS. Yeah, that's right. The machete being the Ford, best vehicle ever. Chevy needed an axe. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I own 2 axes and 4 or 5 hatchets. I'm actually considering purchasing another axe. But if I have to tote it, it takes more work to do what you need to do with a machete. But you don't have to carry the weight. I mean, there's no resupply when you're living out of your backpack. So you need room for calories in your backpack. If you can carry 20 pounds worth of gear and 30 pounds worth of food, you're way ahead of the game already. Because you got 30 pounds of food. See, now I would like a Estwing camping axe, the one that's like 2 foot long or something like that. I would like to have one of those. They're heavy, but you don't replace the handle in the end. David, when he says odd sizes, that's what. Well, these two makes the 16-inch. I think it's called a camping hatchet. No, it's called a hatchet. And then they have the camping axe, which is, it's like, I don't know, it may have a 28-inch, maybe 28-inch overall blade to the back of the handle or whatever. I never measured it. They're like $45 or $50 or something like that. Gimme. Hello, gimme. Jim. Yeah, the long one's the one I'm talking about. That's a heavy axe, but guy from the dairy is checking his tune again. He's just going the wrong way. He usually goes the other way. Thank you. I'm just sitting there drifting off reading the chat now. The I like the idea of the bigger tomahawk. Dadgummit. The one Revolted Man has. Simply because you can make that handle in the woods pretty easy. A handle for your axe can be done. You can't do it as easy. So, I mean, and because you can't make your axe handle out of green wood. It's got to be seasoned wood, and so you got to find a piece of seasoned wood that's not dry rotted or rotted. You can tomahawk. You can take one and debark it, fire harden it, and then shave it down and roll with it. So, if anybody's looking for a cheap camping axe, and I don't know anything else about them, the Tractor Supply has these little like $7.50 hatchets. Yeah. No, they're like $5, $5.49, something like that. And then they got the big machetes that are like basically the same thing, the big honking machetes. But I don't like anything with a saw on the back. If it's a machete, it's a machete. If it's a saw, it's a saw. The ones that I made with the saw blade, they have a saw on them because that's what they are. They're hacksaw blades. But those are real saw blades. Those saw blades will stay sharp for a considerably long time. They're designed for cutting steel. The stainless steel ones with the saws on the back, they don't last long. They don't hold up for very long at all. I've got a couple of them that I bought that, I just got them laying out on and try to keep them intact. They're not worth it to me.
Uncle Al and HTP.
Hey, I did it. And Uncle Al. Y'all got here just in time for me to sign out. It's coming up on 2 hours. And I apologize for having to step away earlier, but gotta do what you gotta do whenever there's like critters getting after your critters. So. I've thought about looking into one of the pucks because I think you could sharpen your knife with a puck too. I've seen a few people do. I never owned one. Tomorrow, really, Chipper?
Time changes tonight.
So back to being dark when I wake up and sun stays up for forever. Yay! Actually, I prefer that.
I wish they would just leave it at that time.
Leave it at that time.
Swapping it.
Does it start tomorrow or does it end tomorrow? Daylight savings. We're on daylight savings right now. I think. Whatever. Cool. Start. Yes, it will be. The sun will stay up later.
Bring forward all that.
All right, whatever. I just hate it when you get off work and you've got an hour of light and then all of a sudden you don't. I hate that one. So, all right, peoples, ladies, gentlemen, if y'all want to stick around and chat a while, that's up to y'all. The chat will be open for a while. Apparently, I'm running like way behind, but the stream is about to end. Like I say, stay tuned. I'll start posting the videos of me getting my gear together and stuff. There'll be some videos with me and Rob. There'll be videos here and there. If I will try to stick to my scheduling for the live streams, but if I can't, I can't. Okay. As it stands right now, Tuesday night, Friday night, Saturday night. Tuesday and Friday are between 7 and 7:30. is when I'll start. And Friday night is after SOS's time frame. So, or time slot. Anyway, God bless y'all. Y'all still alive. Don't die. Stay tuned. When these videos start coming out, y'all sure it's not out of Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter. I don't think I've been tweeted yet. Somebody could tweet me. Okay? Love ya. Y'all still out. Don't die. There'll be uncut versions on Patreon too, by the way.